Hey guys, welcome back. We just got back from the park. Actually, it wasn't a park, but it was a nice little walk with the dogs. Brownie wasn't as active as he sometimes is, so no shorts video this morning. He he's doing really good though, and well, Brownie's in. Marley's asleep in there. I see him from here. Anyway, we had a good night. We had a good walk, and yesterday I did quite a few more push-ups than I usually do. My shoulder's feeling a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned this in the past. I probably have. I've mentioned a lot of aches and pains, and the ones that I'm usually referred to are my own. Especially when I refer to aches and pains, like if I say something like, I don't know if well, yeah, I do know for sure. Like in your shoulders, like in your back, like in you're actually bending over all the way and touching the ground. Sometimes, well, in the past that was difficult for me. Of course, my knee, my sciatic, all these things I had difficulties with. So I mention those because I know a lot of people are experiencing the same type of thing there. Things start to things start to really come around once I really got to focus on what I ate, why I was eating it, how I should push my body, how I shouldn't push my body. I'm sure you've experienced the same things. If you haven't, you're about to, especially when you become laser focused on your health life, laser focused on your health, laser focused on your health of your body. One might say, why be so laser focused? Why obsess about that? And I'm going to tell you why. Some people obsess, and you know them, some people obsess about having a clean house. I would like to have a clean house. I do not have a clean house at this moment. I do not have a clean house. I don't have a clean car. I should have a clean car. I probably need to have a clean car, but I do not have a clean car at this moment. Actually, I don't even have a clean sink. This is the first time I've actually come on air and I don't have a clean sink. So you can tell, well, actually this morning I'm not going to be doing any juicing. There's still a little bit of juice in there. We did buy a bunch of grapes. Grapes are kind of a juice in and of themselves. This week at Kroger's, 99 cents per pound on the grapes. Those are the red and the green. My favorite are the black. So I'll see what the price is. Darlene actually went yesterday and she bought out their grapes. When I say bought out, I'm not talking about many grapes. I'm only talking about 6 pounds of grapes, but she at least bought them out. So kind of cool. Just happy she stopped actually. I had no idea. She went out to go to the post office and ended up going over to Kroger's. So I was pretty excited, that I was going to have grapes today. Actually, I might go out. Actually, I will go out. Right now it's about 7:46. Got to be at work at 12:30. Doing that math, about 4 hours and so odd minutes. 4.5 hours, a little more than that actually. So, just want to let you know. So with my shoulder hurting, I'm going to stop doing the push-ups like I was doing, at least for a day or two, for it to rebuild. How does it rebuild? Well, remember, health life is so important, and then allowing our bodies to be able to heal themselves. Just because something hurts doesn't mean we have to start working out with it. What I mean by that is I was doing the push-ups, that was causing this shoulder to feel just a little bit out of keter, not hurting. What's that mean? It needs to rebuild. This shoulder's rebuilt a lot, even over the past 6 months. So, how is my shoulder going to rebuild? Raw materials. What raw materials do I find best for rebuilding? Let's get to that right now. Okay. All right, so I know you see this big old bottle. Actually, I'll just jump to this one real quick. I do want to let you know that you can buy apple cider with the mother, and I'm going to make sure you can see it. Yeah, you can. Okay, so this is a bottle I was buying. I was buying like 6 of these at a time. And then Darlene came home with this big old one, which is kind of cool, but it is apple cider vinegar with the mother. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's plastic. Obviously, we can't get rid of all plastic in our lives, but it is what it is. And when I did look at the price differential, there's a huge cost savings. So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to use that for sure. You all already know. Hey, look, everybody, coconut. Okay, so And Darlene made some beans last night. It's more like a stew. It's crazy. She put one of her homemade salsas in there. Everything that we put into the salsa to make that salsa is organic, and it's all things that we bought from the Amish. Pretty cool stuff. So first thing that we're going to do to help rebuild the shoulder, rebuild our whole body, rebuild our lives. Remember, raw materials are the only way that we're going to be able to rebuild ourselves. Now I mentioned the shoulder. One cool thing I always, when I remember to mention this, I want to mention it to you, because this is going to be something where you have a paradigm shift in the way that you think. You think of health, you think of healing. I want you to think you have control, because you do have control. What do I mean by that? Whatever you eat today is going to be what you are tomorrow. So when I eat this coconut, and I'm going to eat this coconut, actually I'm going to share this coconut with Darlene. So hope she eats half. Anyway, point is, and I've got more, so maybe I'll crack open a couple. Point is that when my body gets these nutrients from this coconut, it can use these nutrients. Mind you, why? There's a lot of things in the coconut and everything else, but what I'm really focused on right now, yes, the potassium is good. Love the potassium, especially for the working out. The potassium is going to be big when it comes to the bananas, when it comes to the avocados. The avocados, just to recap on a previous, just information I've gone over before. But guys, welcome to the channel. Hey, if you're thinking about going plant-based, please like the channel, or this video, and subscribe to the channel. Love to have you here. Love to have you on my journey. Love to be part of your journey too. Okay, so the avocado is very high in potassium, very high in fats. Why is it good that an avocado is good in fat? Well, if you're close to your ideal weight, they're not going to make you gain weight. If you need to lose weight, good fats get rid of bad fats. Eat as many avocados as you can. I used to eat 8 to 12 avocados a day. Absolutely phenomenal. A powerhouse. Power food. Do not discount. Do not disregard. If you can get avocados for less than $2, that's like free. You just don't realize the healing power in an avocado. But you need to. I highly suggest you do some research on that. Coconuts. High in saturated fats. People, it's amazing. They think saturated fats are saturated fats and calories are calories, and they are not. Biggest lie that's ever been perpetuated, one of the biggest. The biggest one's probably the protein thing with the animals, and that is crazy misinformation. Remember, doubt sells. So it was no different than cigarette smoking. Oh gosh, just do the research, do the plant-based research, look at the numbers on that. So anyway, avocado, great. It's great for losing weight. It's great for the body healing itself. Why is it so important to, I probably look like a crazy person to some of y'all, but you have one body, and you've got your whole lifetime. And if you don't buy into the hype, or you're supposed to die around 75 or something, because you're not. You can be living to be 140, folks. You should be thinking about living to be 140. You need to unplug from the media, unplug from all the negativity, and think about what's in your control. Okay? So, we covered these. That's good. Also going to be eating these. Good for your heart. Good for your blood pressure. Man, just good. All the way around. Also, going to be detoxing. Big thing. Hey, Google, set alarm for 5 minutes. I don't want to be too long-winded today. Okay, so those of you who have been here before, if you haven't been here, going to be doing this combo. About a half a shot to a shot of this. The apple cider vinegar with the mother with the lemon juiced. Powerhouse. Completely changes up the game for you. Taking a shot of apple cider vinegar with lemon in the morning, just phenomenal. Put it in warm water. Mix it with any type of drink that you want to. A lot of people put it in teas. However you can get it down, get it down. Do not put it in your mouth straight. It can burn the back of your throat. You don't want to chase it with water, because after so long of doing it, and I talked to a doctor who was a real health nut, which is so refreshing for me, because when I think of doctors, I just think of these people who are not healthy, that are just drug pushers. When I say drug pushers, I mean legal drugs that make a $1 trillion pharmacy industry so that people can still survive. What I want you to do is thrive. So, all right, another big builder is going to be the almonds. Big. Um, yeah, you definitely want those. That's where you're going to get your plant protein. It's going to get a lot of other things too, your fats. All right, your garlic, huge. I'll be eating this whole thing raw today. I put this out just to let you know how important it is that you have lots of garlic. Yep. And you know, one thing that definitely, oh yeah, our water. Now, if you've been here before, you know what I'm about to do. One of the biggest, highest priorities that you have is being able to, because when your body replaces those 3 million cells, I don't think I said that. So when your body heals itself, it's going to replace who you are today. What you eat today is who you are tomorrow. So your body replaces 3 million cells. Now, I know that's hard to really visualize, but that's the point. When it's hard to visualize that those 3 million cells being replaced, think of how many cells that is. That means you're starting to replace your whole body. Your whole body is replaced after so many years because your cells replace themselves. Well, if you're not feeling good today and you want to feel good, if you're driving a Chevy and you want to be driving a, I don't know, let's say a Mercedes, BMW, maybe something more high-end. Point is, you've got to put the right materials in there. Because what you eat today, this avocado is who I'll be tomorrow. If you go and eat a cheeseburger at McDonald's, that's who your 3 million cells are going to be tomorrow. I wouldn't want to be a cheeseburger. I wouldn't want to be, now think about this, visualize this. I wouldn't want to be a taco from Taco Bell. Just wouldn't. I wouldn't mind having cells replaced with this. This is all natural, comes from nature. This is raw materials my body can build to be able to make me feel good, make me feel healthy, make it so that, I don't know if I've said this before, but I've only been sick one time in 10 years. So there's a reason for that. It's because you have control over your health life to a large extent, almost exclusively, almost completely. Of course, I'll be eating the raw onion. That's kind of random, but onions are good for you. The hot peppers are good. I'll be eating some jalapenos today. Also, I will. Ooh, this one right here actually gets me excited because I didn't know about this for a long time. But organic honey. Now, I'm plant-based, okay? But organic honey, oh my gosh. Also called golden medicine, a major healer. Most truths are hidden from us. This one's hidden from us. No doctor's going to prescribe this. You have to be lucky enough to find out about it. Just like you have to be lucky enough to find out about these two. When you're lucky enough to find about these two, and you actually do them, it's unbelievable how good you feel. Unbelievable. Nobody likes to drink apple cider vinegar. Come on. Nobody likes to mix them together and put them in a drink. But it's not just the health benefits, but it's how you feel mentally, how you feel relaxed, how you feel at ease. There's a lot of things that your body needs you're not giving it. You're not giving it not because you don't want to. You're not giving it because it seems weird. You don't know about it. Maybe this is your first time to hear about it. And right now you're hearing about it. So right now you have a chance to be able to research it and feel great. Okay? When it comes to organic honey, I can't be more serious about this. I will be consuming this whole bottle today. This seems like a big bottle. You do not gain weight on eating honey. You do not gain weight on eating organic honey. This right here is a little over 1.5 cups. Now, how am I going to eat that? I can put it on everything if I want to. If you look back at some of the shorts, I did put it on some avocados. That's absolutely delicious. You can put it on bananas. I can put it in some of the bean soup that Darlene made. I drink it. I'll also be eating some popcorn later. I'll be doing some organic popcorn. I'll be putting some honey on there. You know, today raisins sound really good. So let me give you a visual of those raisins. Bought these in a huge package. I have another huge bag completely full like this. And yeah, so I'll be throwing these on top. It's you never believe how good it tastes. It tastes absolutely phenomenal. And the healing that goes on is amazing. You know what? I started to do this, but so we put today's date. So this is the 1 gallon. If you haven't been here, just own it. Drinking the right water. Oh, okay. So number one thing, no matter what you do, of course you want to decide what your 3 million cells are going to be made of tomorrow. You can break it down to be that simple. Okay, those 3 million cells that you're going to replace, what are you going to replace it with? A taco from Taco Bell, a cheeseburger from McDonald's? You know what I mean? Break down your foods. A big thing though is this water. And today is September the 8th. Okay, here's the thing. When you, and of course I'll put my name, which is me, Matthew. So, September the 8th, and me again. Okay, so this water, it's not just water, as I say. For me, it's always distilled water. Yes, this is the Lazy Man's distilled water because I bought it in a plastic container. And it's, yeah, it's still in a plastic container. And it's not going through my distiller, but my point is, since you want to get the very best water is always going to be either well water, it's going to be natural spring water that you get. You do not purchase that stuff. If you purchase it, you always get the distilled water. So there's my little lecture on water. You should be drinking, ideally you want to drink 1 to 3 gallons a day. So you want to, if you can, take care of this one by afternoon. I have about 4 hours. I have not drank any water today, and let me tell you why. Because before I went on my walk, I took a big old handful of almonds. Now, oh man, there's, a thought just came into my head. I gotta share it with you. And a long time ago, I think, I don't want to eat a lot of almonds because it'll make me fat. Don't eat too many nuts because it'll make you fat. No. Same thing works with almonds. If you're eating a plant-based diet, good fat gets rid of bad fat. What? That one too. So anyway, I ate a handful of almonds. I also ate a really big handful of grapes. Delicious. Did not need anything else to drink. The grapes, of course, quenched my thirst. And of course the grapes provided the natural sugars. No. You don't count calories. You don't have to. All this stuff is from Mother Nature. What it does is it goes in and it heals you. You can't eat too much of it. Anybody that tells you that is just totally a whack job. And they're also probably telling you to eat oil too. No processed oils, not in this house. Shouldn't be in anybody's house. That's man-made junk. You don't do that. The oils, all they're going to do is they're going to cause you to have, obviously none of this is medical advice. This is just whatever. So the processed oils is processed food. So the processed oils are going to get in there. They're going to give you high blood pressure. They're going to cause your type 2 diabetes. They're going to cause you cancer. They're going to cause so many things. And the only things that you can find, and oh my gosh, just they might cause cancer. They could cause cancer. It's amazing to me. Here's the thing with human beings. I want you to think about yourself on this one. I know I'm going off on a little more of a tangent than I really wanted to, but when you're watching a drug commercial, and trust me, they come up on TV all the time, and they say, ask your doctor about blah, blah, blah. And it's this guy that seems, hey, I'm throwing the football. Hey, I'm out here. Hey, I'm climbing a mountain. Hey, if you take this medicine, you'll visually feel like this. Well, if you're not feeling like that, if you feel better than him, then you're thinking, why do I want to be some dude that's like at least 70 pounds overweight It doesn't look that healthy, but he's like, "Hey." Well, the reason why they're doing that's because they want it to be that so that you can relate to him. If they had some healthy, thin guy on there, and I'm not saying thin in a bad way, but if they had some other guy that was actually of the ideal shape, no one could relate. And they'd be like, what? I'm not going to feel like you taking that drug. I weigh 800 pounds. You know, that's just, you see the relatable thing. But my point bringing that commercial up, as I go on and on, I drove on and on, is that on the bottom, it says it's known to possibly cause blindness and seizures and heart attacks and 3 types of cancers, and you can't sleep at night and all this other stuff. Well, as a human being, what we do is we're programmed like this. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if it was the media. I don't know if it was our society. I don't know if it's just because as a human being, we're all just idiots. And we're not, but we have to be taught things. And one thing that we're not taught is you're not going to be the lucky one. See what I'm talking about? We all want to be the lucky one, and that's good. We all want to be the lucky one. That means because we love ourselves. We love ourselves so much that we shoot ourselves in the foot sometimes. So what I'm saying is that, are we going to risk feeling all right like that guy on the commercial? Or are we going to say, why would I be a freaking idiot and risk getting all of those diseases just because I think I'm going to be the lucky one? Well, we're very visually motivated. Very visually motivated. And we all know life comes with risks. Now, I, in good conscience, couldn't put out a drug that's going to cause somebody to get cancer and die and heart attacks and seizures and blind. I mean, I couldn't do that, you know, but as a businessman, I'm sure maybe I could. I'm sure if I had to. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that, but obviously we're all thinking, well, we warned the idiots. You know, we already told them, ask them about this. And most of the time, you don't even know what that drug is about. But people will buy it. And then they'll have seizures and heart attacks and die. And here's the kicker. The only reason why you think that it's not going to happen to you is because it just hasn't happened yet. But your number's coming up. What do I mean by that? Man, I didn't know that this conversation was going to go this direction. I did not. Oh my gosh. You know, I was hoping, I was planning on just having something happy. But this is happy. This is happy that you're here. This is happy that or where you are in your life. This is happy that you still have hope because you're still here. You're still on planet Earth. You're absorbing information. You're getting it. You're going to make that change. You're going to make that paradigm shift. You're going to sweat. You're going to start thinking about, what about those 3 million cells? Oh, the first thing, if you write down something, if you take something from this video, one thing that I want you to think of is, where am I going to replace those 3 million cells tomorrow? Where am I going to replace them? Where are they going to come from? Are they going to come from a McDonald's cheeseburger? I'm not picking on McDonald's. Well, I wouldn't eat a McDonald's. But I wouldn't eat a French fries either. Ooh, I don't want to go somewhere I shouldn't. Okay, 6% of all fruits and vegetables eaten in the United States, 6% of the diet comes from fruits, vegetables. 3% of that 6% is French fries. Highly processed, deadly, cancer-causing, mind you. It shows in some studies, you know, not just the French fries, but the processed oil. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure. I say those because I say those particular things. The question is why? And it's because of the 5-headed dragon. I said that you've been lucky right now, but are you going to be lucky? And the answer is, you will be lucky if you start eating for health, if you start eating to live. You know, if you're eating for enjoyment, you're not going to get lucky. You got your 5-headed dragon that you're looking at. You need to listen. You got heart disease. #1 killer in the United States. It didn't exist 100 years ago. Why? Because you got people going out for entertainment reasons and eating horrible food. You know, we're just sitting around basically a death table. You need to think of it like that. Because if what you're eating right now is not lifting up your health life, it's killing you. It's either healing you or killing you. There's one of two things that they're doing. Your 3 million cells, they're either going to be made of real food, real building material, or it's going to be food that's barely making your body survive. So, #1 is heart disease. #2, if I can recall, I believe I can, testicular cancer. No, it's not. It's breast cancer. Pink ribbons don't do crap, folks. Pink ribbons bring us together and make us feel good. Pink ribbons make us think that they're looking for a cure. There is no cure. And if there is a cure, you're not wanting to get it that way. I mean, I'm not wanting to get into specifics on how they treat, but they're not healing it by saying eat a healthy diet. They're not saying reverse it by eating a healthy diet. And I'm not going to go into the specifics there. And everybody has their own opinions on that. And I don't even care what yours is. What I care about is prevention and reversing. Okay? You also have testicular cancer. That's huge in men. Okay? 1, 2, 3. What's number 4? Number 4 is going to be, I think we got it. Type 2 diabetes. That's huge, isn't it? Okay. After type 2 diabetes, you have obesity. There's your 5-headed dragon. Do you think that you would possibly fit into any of those? I mean, the first one was heart disease. Okay, are you eating foods that are healthy for you, heart healthy, or heart, and mind you, a lot of people I'm going to lose right here, and they're just going to click off. They're going to click off because they're like, I don't want to think about it. I rebuke what he's saying because it's inconvenient. I don't want to do that. I disagree with what he says. And yeah, you might not comment that you disagree because you already know I can call you out. Because why do you disagree with that? Type 2 diabetes. How many people have type 2 diabetes? Secretively. Pre-diabetic. What are you taking? Metformin? I say metformin because I know quite a few people that are taking it. If you're taking it and you want to get off of it, you want to reverse it. Plant-based can do that 99.9% of the time. Again, not medical advice. There are places here. See, I'm in Tennessee. It's a beautiful day here in Tennessee. Yay! I might actually go out and sit in the sun a little while. Yes, that's my goal. Okay, but yeah. So type 2 diabetes is something that's coming for you. It's either coming for you or it's knocking on your door and you can hear it knocking. It might have actually a hand through the door. Okay, you're not on those shots yet. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep sitting there thinking, I'm gonna tell you something, you have the ability to heal yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta put your hands like this. And whatever your name is, Billy, Cindy, Lily, I don't know. You gotta tell yourself, my name is Matthew, so I'm gonna say, Matthew, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna make a priority out of doing a little bit of exercise every morning. If you don't have a dog, you can get a dog. Get a dog. Take him for a walk. Make your excuse to get up that he needs to go or she needs to go for a walk. Go for a walk. Who has your decision as to what you eat today? You do. Until you get your body straight, I don't care what your house looks like. Who cares? Put all of your focus on you, your health, and your body. I don't care what your car looks like. Your car doesn't matter. Keep it maintained on the inside, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've got paper all throughout it. It doesn't matter. You can always go buy a new car. Your house. Somebody comes in, you're embarrassed. Who cares? You can always clean it up. In 3 months, 6 months, a year. 6 months. What can you do in 6 months? Oh my gosh. In 6 months, I'm just going to grab a weight. Man, let's be real. In 3 months, a 300-pound person can be 200 pounds. Easy. But how do they do it? Well, first step, as we already know, is keep it simple. I always say, and I'm not talking to you, I'm talking about myself or anybody. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. Step number 1 every day. When it comes to food, water. So simple. The right kind of water. You're going to overthink it. You're going to think, I can use spring water. I can do this. I'm going to do that. I reject what he says about distilled water. Yeah, you can reject it. Sure. You can reject it. A decade of research. You can reject a decade of research. You can do your own thing. That's right. In this world, they tell you, it doesn't matter what you do. There's nothing right. There's nothing wrong. That's what they tell you. Okay. And if you want to go along with what the world tells you, then you're going to be on a sad American diet. You're going to try to think it for yourself. You're going to try to find all the holes in what I'm saying and not trying to find the truths that you can bring with you. What I'm saying is look for the truths. Look for what you can find is true. Build off of that, because you're not going to put into place everything that you hear unless you're really serious. You're just going to doodle daddle with it, and then 15 years down the road, when you've got some huge disease, you're going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to kick that in. Men, oh men. I can relate to men, obviously more than I can females. Ladies, that dairy that you're eating, watch it highly. Oh, you're not going to be the lucky one. You need to hear this. Are you figuring out what you're going to eat for the day? Are you? Because if you're not, you're figuring out either the foods that heal you or foods that kill you. If you're figuring out what's going to heal you throughout your day, including these beans actually, if you're figuring out what's going to heal you, what are you doing? You're preventing. You're healing. You're reversing. Remember, it takes 10 years for you to find out that you've got cancer, and cancer's already been growing in you. If you've been eating an unhealthy diet, you need to change your shit today. Turn it around. You can turn it around and heal yourself. That 300 pounds sheds off, 100 pounds sheds off really quickly. And then from there, it just fine tunes. Right now, you can barely ride a bike. Right now, you don't feel like getting out of bed. Right now, your joints are aching. Right now, you have every reason in the world not to go forward. You have every reason, though, to go forward. So think about going forward, it's, in your life right now, please write down, rewind this tape. Pick me apart if you want to. That's totally cool. I pick myself apart all the time. But think about some of the things that I've talked about. The reason why I'm telling you is because I know somebody out there I'm talking directly to. You don't know to do this. I see too many people plant-based that aren't talking to people real directly. I have a very personal experience with it. I definitely don't know everything. I do know that I love me and I love you, and I want you to know that there are things that society tells us that aren't important that are, and they're actually more important than anything that society tells us is important. Again, you having the right water to drink is more important than cleaning your house. Obviously, we should clean our house at some point, but if you're not healthy and you have to put all of your energy in one place, and you have too much going on because every excuse in the world is going to be coming at you every day why you can't do stuff, why you can't go on your walk, why you can't eat healthy, what stresses are on you, who's in your family, you're going nuts, working 2 jobs, you're doing something's stressing you out, you're going to your food as your addiction because it's making you feel better, instant gratification. It's going to be causing the 5-headed dragon, or it already is causing it, and you already know it's killing you. You're too stressed out to take inventory. Just too stressed out. I'm telling you, you shouldn't be too stressed out. You should be so stressed out that this is the one thing you focus on. The one thing. When you have to go find a new job, what's best to have? Clear mind, healthy body. When you have to go through something that's difficult in life, clear mind, healthy body. Otherwise, you're just some jacked up situation with a jacked up health life that you've chosen. Maybe not intentionally, obviously. When you have this information, that's when it becomes intentional. And then that's when you sit there and you say, you know what, I'm going to start eating healthy on Monday. No, I'm going to start eating healthy after the beginning of the year. That's the big one. And gyms, oh my gosh, I've spoken with a couple of gym guys, that own gyms. And they're like, yeah, man, we have so many new enrollments on January 1st. New Year's resolution time. Nobody shows up after like 2, 3, 4 months. Yeah, that's out the door. I just want to look a little bit better for the beach. Okay. But men, women, y'all gotta know that processed food, the meat, all dairy products, The processed oil, get it out of your lives. Just get it out. It is not lifting your, it's not lifting your vibrations. It's not lifting your health life. It's not giving your body the raw materials. You can look so deep and try to find some freaking reason to still eat processed oil. Oh, it's coconut oil. No, my friends. If you want coconuts, you get it in the real package. And whatever you believe in, if you believe your creator made coconuts, Mother Nature, whatever you believe in, and if you don't believe anything, just use your freaking common sense. This is the way coconut oil comes. In a coconut with the coconut milk with the real coconut. You don't buy it in some stupid bag that's dried. You just don't. Too much junk in there. Well, when you're ready for the healing, you're going to go for it. I have gone on too long, as always. Hope you got something out of it today. Remember, love yourself. Think about putting your health stuff first. If you are putting your health first, if you're not, whatever the case is, I just want to let you know I'm here for you. I love you. You know, you have to have you. You've had other people in the past. You know, like let's say if there's somebody by the name of Billy or John or Lily, and you say, Lily, I got you. What you're saying to them is, I got you. I'm here for you. I'm dedicated to you. You don't have to worry. I got you. What I'm saying to you is, time to only think about yourself first. Think about everybody else after you take care of you. Put your priorities on there. Stop making excuses why you can't, and start making reasons why you can, and figure out a way that you can. Get determined. Do it today. Do it right now. Make that change. There is no more time to think about it. Too many Mondays have come and gone. Too many years you messed up. Too many times. You're flirting with a 5-headed dragon. Nobody gets lucky outside the 5-headed dragon. The only way to heal is to choose the healing. Choose the loving of oneself. Is it a bad thing to eat healthy food? Is anybody going to make fun of you and laugh at you if you do it? If they do, they're a freaking idiot. Their 3 million cells tomorrow can be replaced with pure junk, pure trash. Their health is probably pure freaking trash right now. How many pills are they on? 3, 4, 5? In the United States alone, you got people 30 years old, 40 years old on 4 different medications just to make their blood thin enough so it goes through their artery because they're not eating real food. It's time, guys. I love y'all. Sorry if I got too serious today. Don't forget about that. Okay? Don't forget about all this food. But obviously this isn't all the food, but this is just my food I'm eating today. So y'all have a beautiful day. I thank you so much for showing up. Please like the video. If you got something out of the video, please subscribe so we can join our journeys together. Talk to you later.